yet. And TriGGeR starting to reach new levels, starting to break onto that Australia, Neeb, Scarlet tier of NA players that really distinguish themselves from the pack.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think TriGGeR may have already solidified himself as top 3 with Neeb and Australia. I think with recent results, he may have overtaken Scarlet. Maybe I'm speaking out of line with that. It's quite possible. Maybe.
I mean, he has been beating Scarlet head to head.
He has in qualifiers and in these main events. So TriGGeR, regardless, is looking on fire currently. You know, he has really done an amazing job at kind of rising up in North America these past couple of years. You know, he debuted, I think it was in 2020. So in 2 years, he was really able to soar high, and it's really impressive. Now that soO's back from the military, as you were saying, he is still quite outclassed by some of these other Zerg players in Korea. Still looking to try and find a little bit more success.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going to have to see how he can match up against a TriGGeR. TriGGeR's PvZ has been looking very good as well. I have been seeing him kind of mix in these Max Packs-esque blink all-ins off 2 bases that have started to get a lot more popular. So TriGGeR showing that against Scarlet recently as well, and being very successful with it.
Yeah, he has. I can see Emperor Fubu in the chat. Scarlet fans just got triggered. True, puppy, true.
Yeah.
Aye.
But here we go, as spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map. This is our Canadian Protoss in the red. This is TriGGeR, playing for Team Basilisk.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside now, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Kwangdong Freaks. It is soO. He's got the dong, papi. He's got the dong.
Yes, Stonehill.
What?
Inside of us one way or another.
Oh boy.
As this hatchery is going to be taken in the natural.
Yeah, it's going to be... Go on.
I've heard, I think this is kind of silly, honestly, but I've heard a lot of Zerg streamers, like from watching quite a few Zerg streamers, when they don't get hatch blocked, they get really suspicious. They're like, what's going on? Am I getting cannon rushed?
Yeah, I do that as well. It's one of those things where if you're a Zerg player and if you're ever able to take your natural, something's wrong. Like, like clearly the Protoss player has allowed this to happen, which is scary. That's the world that we live in as Zerg players, Asher. You don't understand. You get to expand. We don't. We just don't. And when we do, it's if we don't like it.
Good.
We don't like the expanding. Something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong.
Classic Zerg moment. You're like, I'm gonna win this game, but I don't like how I'm gonna win it.
Kappa, puppy, Kappa. As just a hatch gas pool opening here by soO. I'll be honest, we haven't been able to cast too much of soO in recent times. As of course we have been missing some of these ESL weekly tournaments just because we've been busy with other events. So I'm curious to see what he brings to the table and how he can handle something like the hero style. But to be honest, TriGGeR, he's a very flexible player. He can play the hero style, don't get us wrong, but he can also mix things up. He can go for charge timings, he can go for glaive adepts. Like, TriGGeR is quite scary in that way.
Yeah, we do see that instant PP going down. Love to see it.
Beautiful.
As we do see the Stargate going down, we actually see Warp Gate before the Stargate, so a little bit tricky coming out from TriGGeR.
Oh, exactly. He's going to be delaying that, but is also going to be hiding that, as of course that is going to be within vision of that Overlord for soO to scout, so he's going to be a little bit none the wiser as to what tech he's up against. So yeah, just a little bit of mind games to start things off here. I mean, it all started with soO expanding, you know, like that's the biggest mind game of all.
As we do see that Adept going to be shading on in. They're trying to get a little bit of a scout there.
You think it's a joke, Poppy? It's not a joke. It's terrifying. Play Zerg next. Okay, you'll understand.
No. I don't want to. It's too easy.
Cap.
As there we go. We do see that third going down for the Zerg is going to be finishing on up now. And what's TriGGeR going to do about it? Is TriGGeR just going into the standard build? He did get a very fast warp gate, so it is possible that he's going to be trying to get a little bit of extra pressure on with Stalkers here, but this probe looking to move out to take a fast third, and everything just looking like that kind of standard now, hero style.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, TriGGeR did get across the map. He was able to get 2 drone kills for an Adept, but because he lost his Adept, that means that this third base is going to be that much more vulnerable. There we go, soO. He hunts down the surviving Adept, and he's going to be able to shut it down. And that means that, again, there isn't anything to protect the third, but soO isn't going for another Ling run by as the Oracle gets across the map and gets a couple of drone kills.
Yeah, there we go. Nicely job. Oh. Nicely done by TriGGeR, but he loses the Oracle.
Mate, the Oracle died and both Adepts died as well. Like, soO, there we go. Finally, we have 10 Lings on the way. You can totally punish this third base, but I feel like this may be a little bit too late. He was droning before this, and I don't know if 10 Lings are really going to be enough. We'll see if the punish is real as TriGGeR, he sends his second Oracle across the map.
Yeah, TriGGeR being so greedy with this Oracle movement, just sending all of them across the map. It is important that he gets scouting with this, but with this build, it's absolutely vital that you keep your Oracles alive. So it's a little bit unfortunate that he's been a little bit slack with that, as we do see these Lings putting on a bit of damage, but nice force field by TriGGeR.
Yeah, exactly. He does force out that force field. The Lings aren't going to be able to do too much else. They do get 1 probe for their troubles, but in the end, weren't able to really punish too much here at this third. It looks like that we have enough warp-ins here to defend. Well, with the Lings, they try to catch another transferring worker, but they don't get it.
Yeah, nice defense coming out from TriGGeR, just using what units he does have. Nice multitask by him. Going to be dipping in with his 2 Oracles here, and there is no Spore here.
Oh my god, Chappie, is that you?
Whoa.
I'm always going to remember that.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
As soO is being greedy right now, and he's being punished for his greed. He wanted to try and cut some corners. He has opted not to get a Spore at his third base, but that's the second time now that TriGGeR has gone for a bit of a run by and just gotten drone damage.
Yeah, on top of this, we see TriGGeR building up a lot of sentries. This is something that I've slowly seen start to creep back into the meta, is these sentry immortal based pushes, and I wonder if that's what he's going to be going for here, or if it's just a defensive measure.
Yeah, we'll see what the plan is. I mean, we'll see what starts being produced from this robo, whether it's immortals or whether it's something else, whether TriGGeR is just trying to be safe. Meanwhile, both Oracles once again just scouting across the map, confirming the timing of the 4th base as it is taken. And yeah, TriGGeR is able to just get this 3rd base fully up and running.
Yeah, there we go. We see this Over Scout dipping on in. He's going to be seeing the Chronos on the Forge, on the Twilight as well. Sees the robo timing, so he's going to be on top of everything that's going on here, as we do see TriGGeR finishing off these extra gateways here.
Yeah, TriGGeR just being hyper defensive right now. Like, he gets the 3rd, now he's going to slowly take a 4th as well. He's taking on up instead of going for a gateway explosion. Looking at the buildings here, he's only got 5 gateways. He's just going to be taking up again and going for a 2nd robo.
Yeah, getting that 2nd robo, getting that robotics bay on the way, so we'll be able to start to tech into disruptors here.
Oh, exactly. Double disruptor production is going to be on the horizon. Meanwhile, soO did go for a very fast infestation pit. I'm very curious as to what that's going to be for. Oh my god, he's going for swarm hosts.
Ooh, very interesting. So swarm hosts and Nidus, a little bit of an unusual style, but can be very effective versus Protoss to snipe down Nexo.
Yeah, but like, this is really committed from soO. Like, he teched up very quickly. He cut drones at 66, by the way, just now making 4 more, but he has been on a relatively low drone count for quite some time. He is being outpaced economically by TriGGeR, and these swarm hosts, they got to deal some damage. So far, they are going to be a surprise.
Yeah, there we go. It's all going to come down to how much damage that first wave can get done.
Oh, exactly. We do see an Overseer slipping into the main base of TriGGeR. There we go. Nidus is thrown down outside the triangular third. At the same time, we see the Roaches trying to trade here with those Blink Stalkers. Not the best trades. A lot of them are going down. But right now, this is mainly a distraction for the Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, there we go. That first scream of the Nidus Worm does go off. These Swarm Hosts are going to be in range of this Nexus here. We do have a stasis trap on the Nexus as well. I really like this. It's going to help deal with these quite well. Very good force fields too. Actually derping out the AI on the Locusts, and they're not firing.
The Locusts do nothing. The Novas go off. The majority of the Rotoraptor does get taken out there, and the surprise factor is gone. The first wave of Locusts are supposed to be the ones that do the most damage, and soO hasn't done anything.
Yeah, there we go. We do see the second wave being committed on the left-hand side here. There is a lot of potential for these to get damage on the Nexus, but there is enough time for TriGGeR to get over here.
Yeah, he rotates on over. A little bit mistimed here. soO wasn't able to get another Locust wave off. He has to wait a couple more seconds for that to happen. And, oh god, the shield batteries are about to finish up. TriGGeR is in position.
There we go. So you're going to fully commit to try to get this base. A Locust drop on down. They're going to be looking to focus fire onto that shield battery, but they are cleaned up very efficiently.
Oh, that they are. But they focus on a couple of these probes. Looks like 9 probes are going to be going down. Meanwhile, Nidus into the main base of TriGGeR. Does he have eyes on this? He does. He blinks on forward, and we have a defensive warp in.
Yeah, there we go. This Oracle is well going to help DPS that down, so that will be that Nidus worm dealt with.
Yeah, meanwhile, a couple more Novas are going to be going off. Oh my god, great splits here from soO. He's able to avoid the majority of the damage, but his Rotoraptor, I don't think he can really fight this head on.
Yeah, great force fields. I really love the way as well that TriGGeR changes the path on his Novas. It's something that we see top disruptor users such as Zaun or even Nina using. These players that are very strong with disruptors are very good at diverting the path of that Nova at the last minute and being unpredictable with it.
Yeah, exactly. And as a result, we saw how good those Novas were. Meanwhile, we do see soO rotating over towards the left-hand side of the map instead with his Locust Wave. Novas are going to be going up here. Overcharge as well, just to make sure everything stays stopped up. And oh my god, with the probes being pulled, not really too much damage is being done by those Locusts.
Yeah, a little bit of a move command on the Locust there, trying to get over to the shield battery overcharge, and TriGGeR has been able to amass a serious army.
Yeah.
I think with the gap in between the Locust waves, it's time for him to push.
Yeah, now it's go time. Right now, soO is at his most vulnerable. Even though he was maxed out, he barely has anything left, and every single roach is going to go down.
Yeah, his entire ground force, apart from the Swarm Host, has gone down, and that is too much damage. GG is called. soO going down to TriGGeR in this first game.
Wow, GG, well played. soO with a very unorthodox play, going for Swarm Host. I mean, I love the creativity. I love, we're bringing it back a little bit. This used to be a lot more popular a couple of years ago. But TriGGeR was doing such a great job responding to it, not scouting it, as he didn't see it until it was already, nidusing across the map. But like his preparation, his force fields, even that stasis trap, it wasn't even triggered, but it was in position to help defend that third as well.
Yeah, it must have been insane trying to defend that without shield battery overcharge. I mean, was there a gap in between pylon overcharge and shield battery overcharge where they just didn't really have anything to do with Swarm Host?
No, they always had one of those.
Okay.
They always had one of those. But yeah, like Swarm Host, these Locust Waves, they used to be able to right click and just delete these Nexi so quickly. That was another era back when it was possible to do that. And soO trying to bring it back here, but again, like TriGGeR's responses were amazing. And it's not like the shield battery overcharges were ever like trying to keep the Nexi alive. Like soO was going mainly for probe damage there, but TriGGeR was like, again, just reacting so quickly.
Yeah, TriGGeR made it look very ineffective.
He really did. Oh my god, and now we're going to be getting into game number 2 here. Oh boy, TriGGeR only needs one more to take the series. soO, he's up against the wall. He has to win this game to bring it to the ace match.
Why does soO have a cool profile picture? I thought they make the accounts for them. I don't understand how he has that unlocked.
It's very possible that he woke up early, he logged in just to unlock that portrait.
I don't know if I think you have to have already bought that on the war chest that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
He's a hacker.
Oh.
As we do see spawning in the left-hand corner of the map. This is our Protoss in the red for Basilisk. This is TriGGeR.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of data under the sea, we have the South Korean Zerg player himself representing Kwangdong Freaks. It is soO.
Yeah, there we go. And we are not seeing any 12 pull, not seeing any crazy shenanigans.
Mate.
Just going to be getting that hatch on down.
Yeah, that's crazy. TriGGeR, for the second game in a row, doesn't send a probe across the map.
Oh yeah, going for the no scout. So nice one there. Gonna go for that gas first. No scout is gonna be able to reap the rewards as well. So definitely very good read on soO. Looks like TriGGeR's done his homework here.
Yeah, no fear from TriGGeR, mate. No fear when it comes to scouting. No fear when it comes to delaying the hatchery and forcing the unnatural natural. TriGGeR is oozing with confidence.
Oozing, puppy. Like the Zerg creep.
You can see the fluids dripping down, TriGGeR.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my
Well, what
god.
would you call creep? Is creep not a fluid? It's not like a viscous substance?
Yeah, the viscous.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a fucking weirdo sometimes.
What are you on about, mate? Shaking my head.
Animal.
Animal. As outside of that, you know, the openers do seem to be quite standard between these two players. TriGGeR going for the Stalker first.
Yeah, it does drop that warp gate first as well. This is a very interesting thing that he does. I haven't really seen anyone else do this before, where he actually, even with his Stargate build, gets warp gate first. So he denies a lot of information from the Zerg that way and hides his builds.
Yeah, and we see what he is hiding right now as the Stalker is going to be coming out here, going to be denying this Overlord, keeping it here at the natural, and TriGGeR is going for a Robo Opener. Classic, is that you?
Yeah, gonna open Robo first, so I'm expecting to see a Disruptor drop opening here.
Yeah, I expect so as well. I mean, we have seen Classic kind of be very flexible with this and maybe even go for Immortals instead and be a little bit more defensive if it does get scouted. But if it doesn't, there's nothing stopping TriGGeR from just going for that bait.
Yeah, he knows soO is a respected member of the StarCraft community, bit of a veteran, and he says, I'm gonna drop my balls on your face. I don't care. The Zoomer attitude.
Mate.
They don't care about anything.
You're an animal, all right? You're calling me out for saying that TriGGeR's covered in fluid right now, and you're like, hey, let's go get the balls on soO's face. You're an actual animal. As of course there's that bay for those disruptors. soO is nowhere near scouting this. He does have control of his own Naga, and he should be fanning out a couple of lings as we speak. Will he be able to see this as it comes across the map?
Will he be able to save his pride?
From what?
The balls. On his face, puppy.
I just needed you to say it. That's all I wanted.
Oh, as we do see a lot of gateways going down as TriGGeR is going for my new build here.
Oh,
let's see what it's gonna be.
Let's go. 6 gates behind this on 2 bases. soO, to be fair, with his scouting And we are back. I do apologize. I apologize for the stream going down. I know a lot of people have probably already left. I do apologize, but I'm sure Kuro was letting people know that the stream was going to be coming back, and we will continue where we left off. Again, we are mid-series. We are 4 minutes into soO versus TriGGeR. Last we left off, and thankfully the players were gracious enough to resume from replay. Look
on a data lunar sea.
Oh my god, mate, can you shaking my head? You're an animal, puppy. You're an animal. As the game is going to continue, and last we left off, we saw TriGGeR open up with a robo opening. Oh my god, but he only goes for 1 disruptor.
Yeah, just the left one and dropping a little bit lower is going to be sent on out in this warp prism. And it looks like we do have these sentries at home just to keep TriGGeR safe and keep the scouting out as this 4 gateways finish on up.
Yeah.
It's going to be 7 gateways total. This looks like a blink all in without blink. I don't know.
Yeah, 7 gates, 2 base all in with 1 disruptor and 1 colossus. Very haphazard. Of course, the colossus are going to deal with the lings, and the role of this disruptor is to deal with the roaches. We were talking about this earlier. I don't know if I like this. soO is droning, by the way. Despite recognizing that he's up against the 2 base all in, he has to be very careful. This is drones that he should have made earlier. Right now, he needs nothing but army.
Yeah, so it looks like I don't know. This is kind of a hard one to work out. Often a disruptor drop doesn't lead to an all-in this quickly, but looks like these lings are going to be catching TriGGeR out on the map, and the Colossus has been revealed.
Colossus has been revealed, but you know what? A lot of lings do get shaved off. TriGGeR, he is pushing up the ramp. He's reinforcing here on the front lines, bearing in mind that this is without a Twilight Council. There's no blink, there's no glaives, there's no charge, there's no nothing. These are just vanilla gateway units.
Oh, this is wild. These stalkers come on in. We have a lot of sentries here available for force fields. Other force fields going to be there. Looks like we're just going to use that Guardian Shield. The Link's trying to get on top of the Colossus. The Micro is good with that Warp Prism. Disruptor still has its shot ready to fire.
Oh my god, exactly, and we're just waiting for that purification over. A lot of the queens, they do end up using that energy to transfuse, but we are running out of that energy. That Colossus barely surviving. The Biles do connect with some of those sentries. Oh, but there are no longer any lings. 20 more are on the way. Does he have enough time?
Yeah, there we go. It's going to be very important that he tries to take this Colossus down before these lings get on in there. The Colossus will make short work of them, but good micro coming out from TriGGeR is just shredding through these lings, keeping all his units alive, trying not to overcommit here.
Yeah, exactly, and it looks like TriGGeR is gaining some ground. The hatchery is now under threat. We see another warping of units. TriGGeR takes the army supply lead.
Yeah, there we go, and he does have one more Nova here. Can he make it count?
Can he make it count? The Nova does go up. It does connect with the roaches. Oh, kills the queen as well. It definitely does count. The boys are being pulled, but that's a desperation move from soO.
Yeah, soO does not want to lose this base. His base is so low. He's having to fully commit to a fight that he doesn't really want to take here. The micro with the War Prism is good. Saves the Disruptor, saves a few Stalkers. And this base is going to be going down.
The base goes down as well as all of those workers. And you know what? There's nothing stopping TriGGeR from pushing on forward even further. Great micro so far for keeping the Colossus alive throughout this entire game. It is so low. Same for the Disruptor. Only one of each were made this game, and that is all we need. GG gets called, and TriGGeR takes the series 2-0.
Oh my god, look at the units lost.
Oh my god. Wait. It's not working for me. What's the units lost?
L?
Oh my god. Wow. That's disgusting.
Yeah. That's pretty insane.
GG, well played. TriGGeR with a 2-base all-in that honestly I've never seen before.
Yeah, that was a very creative, very interesting way to play off that Disruptor drop, and it was very effective too.
It really was. It really was. And yeah, with that, GG, congratulations to TriGGeR. Again, so just to reiterate, so he went for a robo opener, but then he went for a single Disruptor drop, and he threw down 6 more gates. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Yeah, very insane. Of course, to pull it off, you do have to have immaculate. You have to have immaculate control as well. Like, it was great to see TriGGeR just keep both the Colossus and that Disruptor alive throughout the entire game. We saw the force fields were on point as well, and he wasn't just microing the Colossus and the Disruptor, but he was also just trying his hardest to keep his gateway units alive as well with that Prism. It was insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the micro was nuts. It was off the chain.
Off the chain, Papi, off the chain. And with that is of course our final series of the night done. Again, I do apologize for the technical issues that we had earlier. We did end up losing half of our viewers due to the stream going down, but for those of you who stuck around, I hope you enjoyed your time here. Hope you enjoyed not just the game but the entire broadcast as well. I know Asher definitely loved the ZVPs.
Yes. Okay, now we go. Bye, bye, bye.
He
I
wants
gotta
more.
be on stream. Bye.
Before that happens, I know people want to tune in to be on stream, but isn't there another Terran player out there? Maybe another Australian Terran that people want to tune into.
Yeah, if you get sick of watching noobs like Beyond and you want to see what an actually skilled Terran looks like, you can see that at twitch.tv/AsherBro.
I thought you were gonna say J-Dove.
Yeah, true.
True.
Nah, I don't think the people are ready for that. That's a bit too powerful.
Oh my god, too powerful. So yeah, check out AsherBro on his own Twitch channel. He streams on a regular basis nowadays. Not the longest streams out there, but the quality streams, Bobby, the quality streams. So yeah. There's also a lot of great people that hang out there as well. I know Migs is a big fan. So if you wanna get some behind the scenes on Asher and Migs action.
Oh.
Yeah, you know where to go. Man, have you thought about broadcasting your coaching sessions with Migs?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Usually just me getting roasted, so I guess that'd be fun to watch for people.
Content, Pappy, content. But yeah, definitely check out Asher. He's a great guy and he's got a great stream going on there. If you are a Terran enjoyer, a Terran apologist, even, if you will.
All right, how about you, Light?
Follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I stream throughout the week as well. As opposed to Asher, I am, he's the dark side. I'm the light side. You can enjoy some Zerg action as well. As I attempt to ladder and as I attempt to make it into Masters 2. It is a rough road full of supply blocks and unhooking hatcheries and not trading and over trading.
They were never hotkeyed in the first place.
They were never hotkeyed in the first. It's a rough time over there, but it's also we have a great time as well. So yeah, tune in if you're interested. Otherwise, if you only want to tune into our broadcasting, into our casting of StarCraft, then check us out on the CranKy Ducklings, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. We are all over the place when it comes to social media, where we announce when we go live. So follow us there if you're interested. Join our Discord channel if you want to interact with us outside of just the streams. And yeah, we have plenty of StarCraft on a daily basis. I believe now we have finished up Group Stage 1 for DreamHack Atlanta. Tomorrow, we're casting WTL.
Group Stage 2? Oh, WTL. Okay.
Tomorrow,
yeah, it's going to be CranKy versus DPG.
Yeah, let's go. So tomorrow, we're not going to be casting more DreamHack replays. We're going to be covering World Team League instead. But we will bring back Group Stage 2 next week.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to. But tomorrow we are going up against the leaders. No, the second place of the entire tournament in DPG, going up against Dark and Hero and Cure. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Come support the boys.
Yeah, it's going to be Dolan versus Cure. It's going to be Patty Mac versus Hero. And it's going to be Vindicta versus Dark. Oh boy, I mean DPG, they're going up against the Titans, and you want to be there to support them because they're not gonna go what hit them. They're not gonna know, Pappy.
Exactly. I don't think there's anyone who's going to be able to take down the likes of Patty Mac, but it'll be fun to see them try.
Exactly. Yes. With that, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for the support. With that, we're also going to be giving a bit of a cheeky raid as well. Who's streaming right? Asher, who's streaming right now? Who could we raid?
Beyond.
Who can we?
Beyond.
We could raid. We could raid Beyond.
Beyond streaming right now. Did you know Beyond's streaming right now?
Oh, is Beyond stream? Who?
Yeah, Beyond and Maru and Ryung are there. Right. And there's a dog. Beyond's dog is there.
Oh, you know what? Okay, let's go. Let's go give some love to Beyond and Maru
and the dog
and the doggo, especially the dog. Yeah. So, thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.